Hi everyone, my name is Valerie and welcome to my YouTube channel. Before I start today's video, I just wanted to say that I'm very excited to be starting my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to start one for some time now, but it just didn't really feel like the right time. But finally I got a new computer and I have a few ideas of what kind of videos I want to make. So just thank you for clicking on this video and I hope you stick around. Now let's get into today's video. Okay, so today's video is going to be a story time about my proposal story. So quick preface before I actually start the story, just a little background on me and my now fiance. We've been together for about 6 years. We met in November of our 8th grade year in middle school, obviously 8th grade middle school. So we were around 13 about, and we met on a retreat, and it was not love at first sight. We liked each other as friends, started talking a little bit more, and then it grew into a like and then a relationship, and here we are 6 years later. So it was, when was this? It was in August this year, this past year, 2015. And my fiance invited me out to dinner. Some of his family was visiting from out of town, and he was like, oh, they want to take us to dinner. Do you want to come? And I was like, sure, that sounds like fun. So they pick me up and we're gonna go downtown to some restaurant. I keep asking, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we gonna have dinner? Like, do you know the name of the restaurant? Is it what kind? And he kept saying, oh, I don't know, they want to surprise us. So I'm saying, okay, like, well, free dinner, let's go. And finally we get to downtown, and here where I live, the downtown gets really packed, especially it was a Saturday. And there was no parking anywhere, so they drop us off in front of the cathedral that's downtown, this big cathedral that everybody likes to sit around. They have picnic tables, everything. So he drops me and his aunt off, and they're like, okay, well, y'all go ahead and sit down, we'll go find parking and we'll come back and we'll go to the restaurant. And we're like, okay, we'll wait here. So it was me and his aunt. We were waiting there. She was talking to me and we were just talking, having a nice conversation, but it was taking longer and time kept going by. And we're like, oh my goodness, like, where are they? Are they coming back? Did they not find parking? So we're sitting there talking, and she's starting to get kind of antsy. I'm like, well, I mean, like, it's no big deal. I mean, it was still pretty early. It wasn't late. It was maybe like 7 o'clock. So I was like, well, we'll just wait a little bit longer. And then they call a couple of times saying, oh, we're looking for parking. We can't find parking. We're still looking. So we're like, okay, like, it's no big deal. And then finally they call again. It's been maybe like 20 minutes and they're like, we couldn't find parking. We're going to come pick y'all back up. We're going to go find somewhere else to eat. Maybe that's not downtown where it's so crowded. And at this point I'm just like, oh my God, like, okay, like, I'm getting hungry. I want to go eat. But again, it's not a big deal. I mean, they couldn't find parking. What am I going to do about it? So me and his aunt are still there in the cathedral in that area. And they're like, go back to where we dropped y'all off. So it's not a big area. We were maybe like across like the courtyard. It's like a little courtyard. So we go back to where they dropped us off, and we're standing there waiting. And for some reason, I'm sitting on a table. It's like a round table, and I'm sitting on this side facing the street, and she's like, switch me spots, because she was facing her back against the street, and she's like, no, switch me spots. There was like some light, which is like, the light's hitting my eyes. I was like, okay, like okay, like, if it's bothering you that much, like, I'll switch your seats. So we switched seats. So now my back is against the street, and she's facing the street. And so we're waiting for them to come pick us back up, and then she gets another call, and it's my boyfriend at the time. And it was her husband that was driving the car, and her daughter was with them too. And my fiance calls her, and he's like, okay, we're here. Come walk to where we were so we can go get y'all. And so she grabs me. She's like, okay, come on, let's go. And we're walking towards the street, and it was down the little, so we had to go down some steps. So we went that way, and I'm so oblivious. Like, I'm so like focused on looking for the car that they're driving. I'm like, I don't see the car. Like, where's the car? I'm looking for it. She's like, it's right there. I'm like, what do you mean it's right? Like, it's not there. Like, it wasn't there. I feel so stupid because I did not notice this big, beautiful pink horse-drawn carriage that was in the middle of the street until she's like there. And so I finally noticed that there's this beautiful, beautiful Cinderella style horse-drawn carriage with pink lights. Pink is my favorite color. Decorated it. and my boyfriend was sitting inside. And then finally, like, I clicked, and I just knew from that, I knew what was going on then. And so he gets off, and he's dressed as Prince Charming. He has a jacket, and he walks off the carriage, and he walks up to me, of course, and I'm standing there, and there's people everywhere, because again, this is downtown. This is a very public place, a very popular place. A lot of people come here. And he walks up to me, and I'm standing there, and I'm just in shock, because I'm like, oh my goodness, is this really happening? Like, I can't believe this. And he gets down on one knee, and I don't know if it was the emotion or just the shock. Like, I honestly can't even like remember the words that he said. I just know it was, you know, I love you, I want to be with you, you're my princess. And he takes out this gorgeous diamond ring. It's in a Zell's box. He takes out this box, and I immediately start crying. I've already been crying since he even got off the carriage. And he pulls out the box with the beautiful diamond ring, and he asks for my hand, and of course he says, Valerie, will you marry me? And oh my goodness, it was just the most beautiful thing. I was so surprised. I was not expecting it. Like, it was just so amazing, and everybody was cheering, and he gave me a tiara. So then he gives me this little tiara. It's waiting for me there in the carriage along with the rose, and he puts it on my head. And we go around downtown once on the carriage, and oh, it was just the most beautiful thing. I was so excited. I was just taking pictures, and people kept like pointing at the carriage, because, you know, it's beautiful, it's pink, and that those are very popular downtown. And I just keep screaming, we just got engaged, we just got engaged. And oh, it was just a moment that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. It was so beautiful, and I felt like a princess. He made me feel like a princess. And my fiance knows how much I love Disney. I love princesses. I love princess movies and fairy tales. So he took that part of me, and he incorporated it into this big life event for us. And that just meant a lot to me, that he took the time to consider what I would want and incorporate that. And that just made it all the more special, all the more beautiful. And I just love it. Let's see, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if it's focused, but I just love it. And it's the most beautiful ring in the world. To me, obviously, it's the most beautiful ring in the world. Obviously, there's others out there, but yeah, that's just my first story time that I wanted to share with y'all about my proposal story. I do have a few other video ideas that I'm going to be sharing with y'all, and for this channel, I'm not exactly sure what I want to go with as far as the like theme videos. You know, you have your makeup channels, you have your challenge channel. So I'm just gonna put up a few videos, see what y'all like, and then just go from there. But I'm very excited again to be starting this YouTube channel. I've been wanting one for so long, but now finally I can get it started. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. I know I don't have anything to go off of, but if you're interested in my future videos, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see y'all in my next video.